Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, honey.
What was that little beep?
That was that was a notification that
I went
your
live.
options by My Grapevines for you is live.
Hey, Donna Lester, thank you for coming in. First one here. Yes, you are. I think you're the only one here right now, but that's okay. This is why we're doing it on this channel. We're trying to drive traffic over.
Yes, we need to drive traffic over a way that I could go live on my channel. I wonder if I could go live on my phone and say, guys, we're having, hey Melissa, good morning, sweetheart. Thanks for coming.
Morning, Melissa.
I wonder if there's a way I can go live on my phone now since I have 1,000 subscribers and then
And
go
then
live.
I pop that in the chat.
Yeah, just go live and say, hey, come join us for coffee, over at Tea Station. Um, so I've already been out and crazy and running around, and I have a big day ahead of me. I've got two big things happening for me today. What about you? What do you got going on?
I am finally going to do my unboxing of this stuff that Derek sent me. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to just do it, and because I have to make some content for my other channel. And what else? I got a list. I got a list.
I wish I could just stay home and list. I have neglected my eBay store so much because of the auctions, but I love the auctions. I
But
love the
it's hit or
auctions.
miss. It's so weird. It's hit or miss. Like I have the two big stores, and all week my husband's been listing himself. I'm gonna say he every day he increased the number by 2. Like he started off at the beginning of the week and did 10, then 12, then 14, then 16, then 18. I think today he's gonna do 20. He hasn't sold but 5 things all week on his his store.
That to me is incredible because when my store, I hovered right around 2,000 items in my big store, and I had my big store said we sell everything from crystals to crayons. That was kind of like my motto because I had beautiful crystal and I sold crayons as well. And when I hovered right around 2,000 items, I would consistently have anywhere from probably 15 to 20, 22 items per day going out per day. So to me, it just sounds really, really strange that you know what? Gee, to be honest with you, I've never looked at your store. I've never looked at it. I've never gone in to see maybe I should run in and take a look at it. Do you always put the size in the first 5 words? Because that's very, very important.
But what?
The size.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not even talking clothes. I'm talking everything. I'm just talking my hard goods. Like yesterday, although I will tell you, we had picked up at an estate sale. Actually, I don't even think I paid for it because this woman was I had won a bunch of stuff at an estate sale, and when I got there, I was one of the last people to pick up, and she's like, "Oh, they didn't come. Just take it. Oh, take that. Take." And I got this whole extra thing, and one of the things was a juicer. Well, I sold that juicer yesterday with shipping for $118.
Was it a Breville?
And it was only up for 3 or 4 days.
Was it a Breville?
I don't know. My husband listed it. You're asking the wrong person. What, a Breville? I have to look.
Breville, B-R-E-V, Breville.
I'll have to look. I don't remember now. Let me go to my store. Yeah, see, my husband has 663 items up in his store, and I know I have 1,700. I mean, my store actually, and I haven't listed that aggressively this week because I've been concentrating on his store and my job and whatever, yada, yada, yada. So I haven't been sitting at night and maybe doing 3 or 4, maybe 5. And I seem like I'm selling more than he is. But I'm looking at a comment here from Melissa Cape. And Melissa Cape is saying that sometimes if she lists less, she says, I hover around 2 to 6 item listing and I'm selling stuff. If I do 8 or 10, no sales. Wow. See, I'm wondering if that's my issue.
I don't know,
Maybe
but Donna,
maybe we're
Donna,
listing too much a day. Is that possible?
no, that's not possible. Donna Wester says brand, gender, item, and size. See, I don't do the gender in my listings. I
Oh,
don't
see,
write
I always
ladies,
do.
men, women. I just like I always like think about if I was looking for these pair of black pants, how would I look on eBay? So I put Eileen Fisher, size 10. I wish I was a 10. I'm not a 10 anymore. I'm going to try to get back to a 10. That's just wishful thinking. We'll just use 10. Actually, we'll just use 8 just to make it sound even better. Okay. Eileen Fisher, size 8, black pants. That's what I look for. So that's how I write it. I don't write ladies. I wouldn't say ladies because eBay is smart enough that they're going to take you right to the ladies, right? They're going to take you right to the ladies department.
Right.
Well, if you say Eileen Fisher,
I guess. I don't know. I told you that's how I used to list it. But then when I signed up for Cellhound has their own way.
do they write the gender?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna actually share my screen here, and I'm gonna
Because
bring
Donna
you.
Wester just said, searching on Google, you need to have the gender. Good morning, Rebecca. Good morning, honey.
I'm gonna share my eBay store here for a minute, just to kind of. And you tell me how this looks. I'm not sure how this looks when I do it this way. Can you see this?
Yeah, but if you take us out, take both of us out and click on your eBay share page first, it will open up completely and it won't be so hard to read and I won't have to go like this into the screen.
Okay. All right. So I'll stop sharing for a minute.
Yeah, take us both out and then put the screen in first.
Okay. Did I do that right?
No, but that's okay.
All right.
I can't really see it. The writing is so tiny for me. Let me see if I put my glasses on if I can see it better.
All right. But this is just an example. These were my solds here. In fact, I don't know. Can I? I guess I have to actually be in here to move it around. First of all, the top one.
Are these Cellhound?
Yeah, this is what sold in the last couple of days. So this top one is the juicer I was talking about.
Oh, it's a brawn. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I had it up there 3 days. I think I don't even know. But yeah, these 3 were the last 3 to sell from Cellhound, and look at where they put the size.
At the end.
Yeah. And that's what sold over my other stuff that I have the size in 3rd.
Yeah, and you know what? And they are putting the gender. They're using the woman's Sassoon woman's crop top, short puff sleeve, eyelet fabric, peasant blouse, large. Wow, they're putting the size at the end.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if that's how Cellhound is doing it, then that's how we need to be doing it. Because you know what? I'm sure Cellhound has done their homework over and over and over again before they opened up their company. And they are growing leaps and bounds. And those 3 items that sold are Cellhound solds.
Yep.
I just hope they're
Because
not.
now watch, if I scroll down and I'll go to 3 that I sold, let's come to the next 3. Let's see. This I know is mine because it was my mother's. And this is my listing. Croft and Barrow Classic Tee Women's XL. See, I put the size there.
Yeah.
Avenue Women's Floral Print Black. Although, no, this was theirs. because if the size is at the end, this was theirs. The shoes actually, the shoes are mine. I'm surprised I put the size at the ends. But
So I'm curious, are you paying attention where those clothes that Cellhound listed did you happen to look at the labels? Like, were they going to all different parts of the country? I always get kind of skeptical. I get skeptical when I think about, I have to tell you a story.
wait, what do you mean all parts of the country? You mean like are they being, I don't know how to tell. How can I tell? Because it's in the app. So it comes back in the app, and then we just list it from the app. So
No, the people that bought those items. So I guess what I'm trying to get to is that I'm not saying Cellhound is being dishonest. I'm telling you from my experience what my own father did. And I'm going to tell you this story in a minute. But what if, let's just say what if, and I don't want to put any bad blood out there. I'm just saying what if, and I'm going to compare it to a story that my dad did, okay? What if Cellhound, 3 items that you've listed on Cellhound have sold for you? Boom, boom, boom.
oh no, but I've sold 1.5 dozen minimally already.
Okay.
My husband's keeping track, but I know at least probably 18 to 20 pieces we've sold from Cellhound, right? Donna, Cellhound is 150 pieces for $216, and I've done one for myself, one for my husband, and I'm on my 3rd one now. So I've spent money for it, but only because we see it's working, and I want to get ramped up for 3rd quarter.
Yeah, fourth
quarter. Sorry, it's early. And I didn't get my 2nd cup of coffee, and I'm going to have to do that in a minute.
Yeah, go do it. I just, like, if things are selling really, really quickly on Cellhound, I just hope that Cellhound isn't kind of like self-promoting themselves by having contacts like all over the country, like buy your items so that you'll keep using it and talking about it. And so when my dad, I'm going to tell you this story. This is a very interesting story. And I don't know if I told you this story before, but when my dad was a young man, he didn't go to college. He was a young man. He went to go work for a pharmaceutical company as this is way back in the 50s, right? Yeah, in the 50s, late 50s, early 60s. He was living in North Africa, actually in Libya at the time. And he's Italian. He's 100% Italian. We don't have any Muslim or, Arabic in us at all. My family was all Italian. I think I have some Arabic in me, but anyways, that's a different story.
I do.
So, you do? Yeah, that's a different story. But anyways, so they were an Italian family living in Libya, which at the time was like the land of fortune. Okay, so he graduated from school. He went to go work for a pharmaceutical company. And the pharmaceutical company said to him, okay, your job is to go out and promote this, just hypothetically, okay, brand, this Band-Aid brand Band-Aids, whatever the product was. My dad's job was to go to hospitals, pharmacies, doctors' offices, and try to sell this brand new product this pharmaceutical company was putting out to the market. So what he did was he contacted all his friends and all his family, and he gave them a list of doctors, hospitals, and pharmacies that he was going to call on. And he had all of his people call the pharmacy and say, hi, do you have Band-Aid brand Band-Aids? And the pharmacist would say, no. Or the hospital would say, no, we don't carry that product. Or the doctor's office would, no, I've never heard of that product. So he had people call repeatedly for over, 2 or 3 weeks. And then he called the doctor's office and he said, hello, my name is Tony and I represent Pfizer and I sell brand Band-Aids. Would you be interested in meeting with me and offering these to your clients? And the people on the other line were like, oh, thank God. Like, people have been calling us for weeks for these products. Brilliant. Brilliant. I remember my father telling me that story and just, yeah, my father was a very smart businessman. Brilliant, 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 brilliant story. So
Rebecca says another big day of cleaning, getting all inventory out and main part of the house. Okay.
Rebecca, I'm bringing inventory in. My husband, I swear, is going to divorce me. He doesn't even know. I got to tell you about this, T, what I'm doing today.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
And then Melissa's asking if we use promoted listings. I use like, yeah, when I first list, I don't put them on. And then like maybe, you know, if sales is slow, whatever. I only use 1% though. I don't go.
I always do. I always do. I actually do 1.1%.
Okay. And then, you know,
Yeah,
if they
I
sell,
think most people do 1%. I
I'm
do
an anchor
1.1.
store, so to be honest with you, I get a lot of it back, even if I do promote, because we get a credit every quarter for promoted listings. So I never go. I don't even think I ever go over it. I don't know. I have to look. Good morning, Myra. How are you?
Good morning, Myra.
Today, everyone must order the shipping supplies for the fourth quarter. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know if today or
I
do we
think
have to wait? Wait, let's see. October. Don't we have to wait till October 1st for the fourth quarter supplies? I thought the end of September is the third.
She's talking about the United States Postal Service.
Oh, yeah. I need padded flat. I gotta order padded flat today. Thank you, Rebecca.
Yeah, because then they get backlogged. Yep. They get backlogged.
This is the first time too I've seen a stack in my post office, and if I have a problem getting them, I'm going to keep taking a few every time I go into the post office. This way they'll have to replenish their own.
Yeah, and you guys don't forget, when you order your supplies, get your postal tape. Anything that goes out priority, you can use the United States postal tape on priority packages.
Yeah, but you said I can't order that online. I have to call, right?
You have to call the number, and they literally will interrogate you. They'll say, "What are you going to use it for?" And then they read a disclaimer. And you have to agree to the disclaimer that you're not going to use it for personal use, and you're not going to use it for whatever the disclaimer. She just like, and I was like, okay. Yeah, she said, if you say okay to this disclaimer, she says it's like a legal binding contract that you're not going to abuse the United States Postal Service tape.
Okay.
They take it very serious, the tape. The tape is like serious. It's serious business. Yeah, so you got to call them. Okay, so listen, can I tell you this story?
Yeah.
So there was this store that opened up here in Palm Beach Gardens.
Oh, is it the one you told me before we got on the air?
What?
Is this the one you told me before we got on? All right.
Yeah.
I'm not being rude, but I want to go get another cup of coffee so you can continue because I know the story, right?
Okay. So there's a store that opened up here in Palm Beach Gardens, and kind of like a high rent district mall, plaza, not mall, it's a plaza. And it was a pallet, kind of like a pallet store, but he had it set up very nicely. And I would go in there for some retail arbitrage for my eBay store. Like last year at around November, December, he had got in a huge pallet of protein powder. And I must have sold like 200 units of this protein powder. I only made like $7 or $8 per unit. I could have sold it more if I chose to sell it on Amazon. And I'm pretty sure I was ungated for it, but I don't sell Amazon. I just put it on eBay, and I put it on for a little bit less. And people were buying like 6 and 7 and 8 bags, 5-pound bags of protein powder. And I was getting it at this pallet store. He had bought 2 big pallets of it, and it was right down the street. And as it sold, I would run down there, get my powder and ship it out. Like I didn't even have to buy the inventory. If he only had like 6 or 7 of an item, I would buy it all, and that would be my retail arbitrage. But if he had like 3 pallets of the stuff, the place is literally a mile down the street from me. But anyways, when he opened up, I thought to myself, this person's never going to survive in this plaza because it's high rent district, and people in this area don't really shop like pallet stores. You know, like we have like the Gardens Mall, which has Tiffany's and all these expensive stores in it. I mean, don't forget, like, you know, Tiger Woods lives here. Like Celine Dion had a house down the street. This is like high rent, high property area. So sure enough, he failed. He couldn't afford the rent. The rent was $25,000 for the store that he rented in this plaza. I became really good friends with him because I would go into his store almost daily. So he folded and he closed his business and he kind of like disappeared for a while. Well, he contacted me this morning and he's back to buying pallets, but now he's selling out of a storage unit instead of a retail location. And he texted me and said that he has 3 pallets of brand new toys in boxes that he just acquired, and he needs to make some fast cash. Don't we all need to make some fast cash? He needs to make some fast cash, and he asked me to come down to his storage unit, pick out what I want. I can pick through the pallet, and he just needs to make some quick money. And he said, I'll just sell it to you for pennies on the dollar for whatever I paid for it. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to make a video, and it's a great opportunity to make a video, just another sourcing video. I'll bring a couple of $100, $300, and hopefully that will help him out. I mean, he probably maybe he owes the storage facility money, and that storage unit will be going up for auction next week.
Well, at least you'll know what's in it.
At least I'll know what's in it. So I have to do that today. I'm going to bring my husband with me, which will be, oh, joy, because he's the one that's like, not another item is coming into this house. People, if you could see like how much stuff I have to ship, and I, tried to make a dent in the garage. I really, if I keep growing like this, which I'm so happy and so grateful for everybody, I really need to like go find like a location. And it's not fair to my family. It's not fair to my husband. I mean, he was generous, and when I say he was generous, I mean, it's our house, it's our car. He was generous and gave me the 2-car garage for all my inventory. When I closed down, I had shut down my mini storage before I started doing auctions because I was hardly ever going there, and I was paying $326 a month, for the storage unit. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. And I was like, you know what? So my husband was like, he spent $1,000 and he put shelving up in the garage for me. And he's like, you know what? Just take the 2-car garage, which now we can't fit our big SUV in it. So now it sits under this like awful tree in our driveway, and now it's getting like little spots on it. And my husband's a fanatic when it comes to the car. So now he's regretting his decision of letting me have the garage. And it's kind of like pushing me back out again. And I keep bringing more stuff in. I mean, stuff's going out, but I keep bringing more stuff in. And he's like, this is going to stop.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a 2-car garage. I have an oversized 1-car garage. And thank God, even before I got ramped up with eBay, we never put our car in the garage. Like, there was always a workbench in there. There was always a refrigerator in there. There was always like this and that. When we closed down our store, he put in his deli table with the big meat slicer. So he goes, now we can't get to the meat slicer to cut anything.
We have something in common. I have a big meat slicer sitting on my counter in my kitchen. This big, huge stainless steel meat slicer, which we hardly ever use. But my husband has
to cater from the house. He used it a lot, but not so much anymore.
Yeah, my husband feels like he needs to have it on display for some reason. He loves his meat slicer. He hardly ever uses it. I mean, it's ridiculous. I won't use it because to me, it's like it's huge. It's a big stainless steel one. I mean, it's got to be this big, and it's a countertop one. And it's like, it scares me. It's like, it is the wheel and the sharpness of the blade, the whole thing. Like, I would never plug it in and use it. That's his deal.
There's just 3 pallets of toys in the middle of the garage. Just okay.
There's no way. I can't.
Rebecca says she had a garage.
Yeah, no, I'll pick and choose. There's no way I'm gonna take a pallet, not even 1 pallet of toys. I mean, I don't want a pallet of new toys.
Oh, I do. I wish I could get them here. That's a great thing for the 4th quarter.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, I'll look. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
That's
it's
why I
just.
said I wish you could go live when you go there. I could say, get that, get that.
Well, I'll do a video and then I'll call you. I'll call you and see if there's stuff that you want. And then the other thing that I have to do, which I was supposed to do last week, but I had too much on my plate last Sunday. You remember
Oh,
the
the guy with
guy,
the container.
an entire container, a tractor trailer container full of vintage items. He was an eBay seller and he got a new job. He got a job and he quit his eBay. He's not doing eBay anymore. And he wants to liquidate the whole container and he wants me to come and take a look at it. He just wants it emptied out and he wants to store. He's got a motorcycle and some other stuff that he wants to put in the container and he wants all the inventory stuff out, all his eBay inventory out of the container. So I've got to do that too. I have to do that today. So I'll go to the storage unit first, and then I'll head up to Stewart and go do that container. Because I won't have a chance to do it tomorrow and prepare my lots for the auction tomorrow afternoon. So I got a busy day, busy day. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get, but I think we decided I was going to combine Friday night's auction and Sunday's auction and do my billing on Monday.
Yes.
I was going to combine the 2 days. So I don't have to get my billing out for last night. So I'm not going to stress about that and try to get the only thing is it's just,
Myra's saying rent a storage unit while you're there. Just saying. Well, I mean, that's another thought. I mean, keep this in mind too while you're negotiating with this guy. You don't know what kind of distress he's in. Maybe you make some kind of deal to buy the entire storage unit because you take it over with the fees. Maybe he just can't pay the storage fee.
Myra, I already have a storage unit that I'm paying on that's filled with furniture. It's not really filled with my inventory that I sell at auctions. It's filled with furniture that came out of other storage units that I've got to post on either the Facebook Marketplace or I have to call the consignment shop to come and pick it all up and put it in the consignment shop, which is what I do sometimes. I've got so much going on. It's crazy. It's crazy. Listening to you say, I'm going to stay home today all day and list. I'm so jealous of that. I wish I could just stay home today and list all day. I really, really do. Just have a down day where I'm just staying home and listing all day. I've got to run around all around town today. I'm so busy. So busy. But it's good. It's, it makes me happy. Oh, my children are coming home from their overnight sleepover. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Here comes beautiful Lola. I'm live on YouTube. You can come say hi. No, come here. She's so beautiful. Lola, one of my daughter's friends. Where's Angelina? Where is she? She's at work. She's such a go-getter. Angelina, my 16-year-old. This girl, she self-teaches herself. She's a junior in high school, so she does. It's not called homeschool. It's called virtual. She self-teaches herself. She plays volleyball for a travel club. Plus, she plays on the varsity team in high school. She keeps good grades. She works in a hairdressing salon as an assistant to the hairdressing salon owner. She last weekend flew up to North Carolina to be a nanny for 2.5 days or 3 days. I think she was gone for a little toddler. With a family that we know, they paid her to fly. They paid her way and paid her to do that. This girl doesn't stop. 16 years old. She doesn't stop. Isn't that awesome? She was such a defiant little girl. She was awful when she was growing up. Her terrible twos started when she was born and went on until today. still. And I used to always say, "Good morning, beautiful Destiny." I used to
Morning,
always say,
Destiny.
"Good morning." I used to always say, you know what? This is her defiancy is going to get her somewhere someday, because she is like, when the kids are little and they're defiant, you take it as a that they're brats. They don't listen. They're brats. They're disrespectful. Da, 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 da. But then as they grow older, that defiancy, it it turns into a powerful, strong woman. It's true, right? I
Yeah.
mean, on the right track of defiancy. There's.
It's Tiffany. She's not feeling so well. She's going to lay down
Yeah,
for a
I
little
see that.
while.
I'm going to turn down my notifications because every time I get distracted. So, yeah, so she's go, 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 go. She doesn't stop. Kind of takes after her mom a little bit. You're really quiet today, T.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little tired. We had a long night.
I know. I've had too much coffee. I've already been running around. I'm like, ba, 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 ba. Let's stop talking.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I got to get
Melissa
motivated today. I got so much to do.
Melissa Cape says my son does virtual high school.
Oh,
What? Yeah. Well, how old is your son, Melissa? What grade is he in? Like my other daughter, she couldn't do. There's no
that
way
was
she.
me. I would have never been able to do that. Are you
No,
kidding?
no. And she likes high school. She likes the social aspect of high school. But Angelina also like here when you do virtual school, you can still attend everything that your district school does. Like she can still go to she does, like, to the pep rallies. She can play on the high school sports team. She can go in for any extra like curricular things at the high school. But she does, instead of being 6.5 hours in school to get her assignments done, she gets them done every day in like 3 hours. She bangs it out first thing in the morning. She gets her schoolwork done, and they monitor you. Like it's, even though it's virtual school, some people have a misconception that, oh, I can just go on anytime I want. You have to log in, and they monitor your activity. So you can't just log in and show yourself present and then just leave and go out and do something and then come back 3 hours later and log off to show that you've been on. They monitor your input and your assignments, your activity. It's very sophisticated. And you have to show up on virtual school. You have to show up just about every day. Every day you have to show up online.
Oh, so he just graduated, Melissa said.
Oh, he just graduated. Yeah, I've got one daughter with 3 more years and the other daughter with 2 more years. And then we're selling the house and we're going to go live in a 55 plus community.
That's what we're doing.
Where no kids are allowed. No, I'm joking.
No, you know what? It's all good.
You're not joking.
Actually, my youngest son, when we originally started looking, he was, going to come with us. He was 20, but you're allowed to have one 19-year-old or older in residence. So he could have come with us. One resident has to be 55 and over, because I'm not 55 yet. My husband is. And although I'm not far away, probably by the time we get there and have it built. But you were talking about the garage, and we're definitely having 2-car garage, period. And that's going to be completely dedicated to eBay. We don't use a garage now, so it's not like we would lose the cars. Yeah, it's a nice to have, but we've never had. Even the first house we had, neither of us had a garage. He had his own, I had my own. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I did have a garage, but I rented it. I rented everything I could with my first house just to get the income to survive.
Great. Good morning, Glenn. Swamp Picker's here.
Morning, Glenn.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, so that's our plan, and we'll probably be out of here in a year. I would say by this time next year, we be in our new digs.
Hold on. I'm just telling a friend that I'm live and I want to send her the link to your channel.
Okay. Glenn, you working today? You going out garage sailing? Anybody garage sailing today? I should go because it's probably one of the last weekends now. This month is going to be pretty much, we may see some in October. It depends how cold it gets fast, By the middle of October, sometimes there's no more.
She said I looked on your page for YouTube for the coffee because she knows that we're having it. Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna type in.
What's your name?
Yeah, hold on.
Gianna. Sorry, Gianna. Your girlfriend is Janae, and then we got Gianna. I'm getting.
That's just texting me.
Who's texting you?
Janaea.
Oh, Janae is texting you. Not Gianna, who's in the chat.
Who's Gianna? Is she somebody new? Good morning.
No, you know who Gianna is.
I do.
Yes, remember? Yes, we were on with Darlene and Gianna. She does a lot of with the jewelry girls. She makes jewelry.
Oh, yes.
You're having a brain cramp.
I'm sorry, honey. Yes, I was being distracted. Hello. Good morning, darling. Thank you for coming. Hey, Dawn. Hey. Yes, we did say coffee. Cheers. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming in. It's really nice of you. Yeah, so what were you just talking about? Yard sailing? Were you just
because it's winding down. I was asking who was going, and even Melissa says she thought about me because yard season is dwindling down there in Mass. Yeah, because at some point, yesterday was the first really cool day that I could open all the windows and not even think about an air conditioning. So I'm hoping we stay on that trend because I can't have another $617 electric bill. I can't. So.
I know. I have that year round. I miss that. I miss that crisp, cool, no humidity air.
Yeah, that was yesterday. It was good. Yesterday was good. Today got a little warm.
So just refreshing for your lungs. To live in air conditioning all the time. And then, you go outside. We do get those cool days in the wintertime down here, but they're far and few between. And you have to wait 10 months to get, a few cool days down here. The rest of the time, right now it's like in the 80s. And there's always, a little bit of humidity. And the humidity doesn't bother me like it doesn't. Like some people are really affected by the humidity. The humidity doesn't bother me, but I miss that crisp air. But I don't miss the freezing cold air of the wintertime that when you go outside, the boogers in your nose freeze. That I don't miss. And unless you've lived in one of the really cold states, you don't know what I'm talking about. But you go outside in December and January, and everybody's always got a little sinus thing going on because everybody's always sick. You walk outside and your boogers freeze inside your nose. It's awful. It's so cold.
It's 49 where Dawn is, a high of 60. Wow.
Wow, 49. That's cold, though.
I'll take it. Yeah, Rebecca should know. She's in that Michigan. She's in Michigan, right? Rebecca.
Melissa writes, right through November, it's awesome, and then I'll take the dots as dun dun dun. Because that's what the winter feels like to me up in New England. Dun, dun, dun.
Ron says that's cold ice. Minnesota. I knew it was up there somewhere near the Great Lakes and all that cold air coming down. See, I'm in New York, but nowhere near the Great Lakes. But we still, we don't get as much snow and ice as they do upstate New York. But it's still, a lot of times we luck out being on the coast because when the snow comes in, warm water sometimes turns it to rain. It's when the sleet and the ice comes that it's bad.
So I'm really excited about this, my sourcing today, because
You
I
should.
need a I need a break from like going through storage units like these. I feel like these are two really great opportunities for me today. You know, this storage unit, because I mean it's not going to be like the storage units that, you know, the videos that you watch of me like going through and like sweating and heat. And I'm sure this guy's got the pallets of stuff nice and neat and organized. The container, that's another story. It might be kind of yucky, and he's in the boondocks. He's about 25 miles north of me, and his house, I Googled it, is kind of like on a street with no other houses, and they're all kind of like shacks, little shacks on the house, you know, just so that I have an idea of where I'm going. My husband's definitely coming to that one with me because it looks a little scary.
Okay. Glenn says he went to 2 garage sales already before work, and he bought 85 smoke detectors for $25. Low end should be good. Nice. I don't even know what smoke detectors. See, that's probably a niche that, you know, you can't be an expert in everything, but I'm sure you're an expert in that, Glenn.
Good morning, Janaea. No, I'm not going pawn shopping today. I've never gone pawn shopping ever in my life. But I don't think I like pawn shopping. I don't know, but I have something really exciting to share with you. I have a storage unit to go to in West Palm Beach, but my husband's bring a gun, right, Dawn? Oh, what? Bring a gun to the deserted house or bring a gun to the pawn shop? You can take that either way.
Bring a gun in a pawn shop for some reason. I think that there's some kind of rule about that, but I think he means to where you're going today.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, Janaea, I have a couple of really exciting things. You can call me after the show and I can tell you about it. I know what Janaea is going after. She's going after, you know what she goes after in the pawn shops?
What's that?
There it is. Look,
Louis Vuitton.
there it is. See?
Donna
And
says it's 61 degrees in central New York. Yeah, she's a little
you know what? I
think is where
I-
Donna is. And
sorry.
wow. Oh, Glenn says he's not an expert. He checks on eBay. Yeah. It would probably be something I'd walk right by, though. It wouldn't even be like, although 85 of them, if I saw that many, I guess it would be a possibility. Yeah, I do too, Donna. She says she goes to more estate sales during the winter months when there are no yard sales. I do. I did 2 big estate sales before the beginning of spring and had a lot of inventory, but sold a lot of stuff. In fact, I was just telling Donna I'm still getting through the stuff, and I had listed a juicer that I got for free when I was at one of the estate sales because I was one of the last people to pick up, and some people didn't pick up. And I'm a regular customer of this auction thing, and they're like, just take it. Even the homeowner was like, just all these appliances or whatever. I got the juicer for free, and I sold it for 108.
That's awesome.
Yeah, in 3 days it was listed. So, you know, it's a nice flip.
Yeah.
I wish they were easy.
I wanted to talk a minute about I was showing T this morning. So I'm going to do a video. I'm going to, I don't know when I'm going to do it. I don't think I can do it today. I might be able to do it today. I don't know, but I'm going to do a video showing the difference between real and fake Louis Vuittons and,
Bye, Donna. Have a great day. Appreciate you stopping by. Please don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing the full chat, but and I have the pop-up open, but I probably have to go out and come back in to refresh it.
Did I say good morning to Neville? Good morning, Neville. Thank you for coming.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If I'm not saying good morning,
we have about 17.
17 people in the chat. Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
We have some lurkers. If you're lurking, please type in the number 1. We'd like to know you're lurking. And please, everybody, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Really need the interaction. Thank you. I feel like I'm begging. It's so bad.
You are. I do too. Every time. It's fine to beg. Go to run. Bye, guys. Got to run. Okay, bye. Bye, John. Thank you, honey. Don't be a bum, hit the thumb.
Oh, I like that
Myra,
one.
that is so funny. So I just expanded my chat so now I can see. I had it closed too little. Um so yeah, Janaea, you need to call me because I need to get a hold of some of your real Louis Vuitton pocketbooks so I can show the people the difference between the
No,
real and
I think you should come on with Donna. I really
she
do.
won't. I've asked her a million times. She won't do it because she really knows her. She goes after the high end stuff. She knows high end stuff. You've seen her in the chat where she's been like, she knows like the high end dolls or she knows the high end. She's got phenomenal taste, and I do turn to her when if I come across something if I'm not sure if it's real or not. But now she's taught me a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna do it without you, Janaea, because you won't
No,
come on my show.
let her show you up, Janaea. Come on. You know, we have to do people who are afraid to come on. We have to have like a private chat so that,
Yeah,
like get used to just being here with us.
right. Right, Donna. I have a vintage French company, Louis Vuitton, and some
Newer.
newer stuff to share. Okay, I need to get your stuff because I have some fakes, so I need some reels so that I can do a video. So maybe if we don't do it live and we just do like a video and we can do retakes and then paste it together, maybe she'll be more comfortable with that. And then we can have her on as live. So if people have questions that, she can answer. So we'll talk about that, Janaea. Maybe that would be more comfortable for you to do it that way. But okay. Do you want to stay on for an hour?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna because we got things to do. And like I said, it's one of the last weekends for garage sales, and my husband, I think, has been itching to do one, and he gets annoyed when we do this coffee thing. He's like, "We should have been out at the garage sale."
I know, right?
So I think
Yeah.
maybe we'll head out. He's I hear him stirring anyway. He's not quite all together this morning, so by 10 he will be.
Yeah.
But we're going to do this again in the morning, and I think tomorrow we'll figure out. We'll do a little more topic wise tomorrow. Not sure what yet. We'll think about it, but I'd love
If anybody in the chat wants to join us tomorrow morning for
Yeah,
coffee.
I'm wondering if one of the electronics experts might want to join us, and because that's another topic that neither of us are very experty in. Like last night, even with the Wii lot, we were like, "What is this? What is that?" Right?
No idea.
And like to know the difference on the higher end stuff and what sells VCR, DVD, vintage. I hear Sony is always a great thing. But if anybody's an electronics guru, phones, cell phones, tablets, things like that,
Yeah.
that would be a good topic to kind of, I have some stuff, Donna has some stuff. Maybe we could just talk about what works, dual cassette tapes, vintage 8-track tapes or VHS players, or you had that rewinder the other day. I have no idea what that stuff even is going for.
Yeah.
Even
and also, on the same subject, a lot of the people that are in the chat are the same people that come to my auctions. If you guys have a specific niche that you
want to
talk about or you want me to present, I have so much stuff. So I kind of struggle sometimes. Like I hate to repeat doing like plush lots, but plush lots sell really well for me. Like I always sell 1 or 2 plush lots every auction. Jewelry sells really well for me. Brooches were selling really well for me, but last night the brooches didn't go for very much. So, I mean, is there a market for brooches? Maybe not. Like I thought there was, but maybe there isn't. Anyways, my brooch collection is almost dwindled. So unless I find some more brooches in one of the next storage units I get, I won't be having very many brooches coming up. But
Donna Wester says she's afraid to sell high-end stuff without the authentication certificate. Yeah, I would be too.
yeah.
And that's why I'm never sure if things are real or not. I have a tough time because I'm not sure how to authenticate things. And I've gotten burnt on a couple of bags. That's why I have a stack of bags. I told Don I'd really like to go through with somebody and say, are these real? Are these not real? And what am I missing?
Yeah. I know somebody who got burnt for $6,000 on a Chanel bag on
Yeah,
eBay.
wow. See, and I could get Chanel bags here, but I wouldn't know the first thing. I mean, don't forget where I live. I mean,
Yeah.
I could source them out either east in the Hamptons or west in Manhattan
Yeah.
and probably pick some good stuff up, but I have no idea what I'm looking at. Not a
Yeah.
clue.
Yep. She sent a real Chanel bag. She opened up an eBay account, which predators look for that. Brand new people on eBay that don't know what they're doing. And they open up, phony eBay accounts. They look for new people. She posted the Chanel bag. It was like her one and only listing on eBay for $6,000. It was her mother-in-law's bag. She had the certificate of authenticity, the box, the dust cover, the whole thing. She shipped it with insurance, signature confirmation. She sold it for $6,000. The person put a claim in and said that it was not authentic. And eBay said to return it. They returned a fake. And she opened it up and it was fake. She contacted eBay. eBay told her that she had to contact the police department and put a claim in to the police department in the town that the person lived in. So PayPal refunded the money. She tried to get the money back from PayPal. PayPal sided with the person who said that it was not authentic, and she ended up with a phony. The person got their money back. They closed their account, and she ended up with a phony Louis Vuitton Chanel bag. It was her mother-in-law's bag. It wasn't like it was, it wasn't her. I mean, it was still it's still family, but she got burnt. And I tell people all the time, when people talk to me about starting to sell on eBay, I tell them all the time, don't open an eBay account and think that you're going to put like some of your expensive things on there. And you need to open up an eBay account and you need to start selling smalls, build up a reputation. You need to buy smalls from China or from whoever you can buy smalls from, build up your reputation, get your feedback. So let some time go by before you put anything that's really expensive.
Right. Or just your own stuff around the house that you just want to, kind of purge. Even if you only get $10 or $15, just to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a new account. Michelle said, hi, Michelle Layton. Thank you for coming in. A new account is cat trip to scammers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And she opens up an account and puts a Chanel, a $6,000 Chanel pocketbook on it. She sold it right away. Of course she did. There's people that look for predators that look for people just like what she did. So now she's gun shy. She's like afraid to sell anything on eBay and she has all kinds of beautiful designer stuff, and she's afraid to sell any of it on eBay because she got burnt so bad. She hates eBay. She hates PayPal because they didn't stand behind her at all, and she didn't put a report in with the. They told her that she had to put a report into the police department that the item was shipped to, and then to put a claim in with the United States Postal Service for fraud. That's what eBay and PayPal both told her to do. She had to do both those things. She didn't do either one. She just chalked it up to huge mistake made.
Swamp Picker Donna is asking, he's looking for empty pistol or gun boxes vintage. So if you come across them, he's interested.
I have one. That I got in a storage unit. So yeah, okay. Hopefully I'll if I find more, I'll maybe offer them up, or I'll just, contact you directly, Glenn, and see if you're interested in what I have and just ship that one to you. Let's see, Janaea, Facebook has a lot of groups where I sell my high-end stuff, easier to research a seller and ship, US only, PayPal invoice. Yeah, she uses that. She uses that a lot. She uses the local they're not local Facebook groups. They're big, huge Facebook groups, but people like what she does is she'll post like a Louis Vuitton pocketbook on there, and then people in the chat will like give references and say, yes, she's a good buyer. Yes, I've bought from her before. So people will give references in like the comments, and then so buyers will look at that and see that she's, you know, a reputable seller and that she's not going to send you a fake. So it's, yeah, there's all kinds of, she belongs to all kinds of, let's see, can I send pictures through Facebook message? Yes, absolutely. I have 2 gun holsters at Swamp Picker. Yep. So yeah, Janaea, I got a couple of things I got to do today. I'm gonna call you after show. Maybe you wanna
Oh, so Janaea says she'll Facebook video chat with me if she wants to go through the bags. She helped Carol Cedrone a few weeks ago. Okay.
Okay, awesome.
We'll do that one day. Perfect.
Yeah, Carol posted in one of the groups. She posted the bag, and Janaea helped her. I don't know whose group it was. I can't remember, and Janaea helped her on it. So yeah.
All right, guys. We're going to cut this morning short so we can get our day going. We appreciate everybody coming by. We had, at the high end, it looked like we had 17 in. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out. We greatly appreciate it. We'll be back here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. We're going to probably talk about electronics if we can get somebody who knows a lot about them. It would be greatly appreciated. Or if there's anything you guys are an expert in, anybody wants to jump in any morning, we're more than happy to have you guys on. So let us know. We can send you the link to the StreamYard. And other than that, we hope everybody has a great day, and we'll see you at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Have a nice day, everyone. Thanks for stopping in. Bye.